So there you are, a budding amateur photographer presented with the perfect picture opportunity. Your cat stuck in the dishwasher. You quickly grab your mega super shot, so easy to use even you can use it camera, and flip on the power. The screen lights up and tells you need to change the battery. Now that's annoying. You just need to take one picture. There's gotta be some juice left in that battery. I mean, the LCD lit up telling you it's out of power, right? We need to preserve the moment, so shut the dishwasher door, put it on hold or maybe the rinse cycle, and then go get some batteries. Snowball needed a bath anyway. Silly consumer. Just because you bought a device that uses batteries doesn't mean you bought a device that will use all of your battery. You see, the battery isn't completely out of power, but your camera knows it's only a matter of time. Today's ultra-modern, super smart, high-tech devices can sense when the voltage in your batteries gets too low, and they won't let you power up the device. You see, kids, baby batteries come into this world with slightly higher voltage than listed. At least the non-rip-off variety do. As the charge in the battery depletes, the voltage actually drops. So how much energy is left inside a battery once it's used up? Well, that depends on the battery, but it also depends on the device they're being used in. High-end electronics don't like low voltage, but simple devices like kids' toys and flashlights don't care. Instead of throwing your batteries away, you can just move them down the line to something that'll bleed them dry, something that requires less voltage to work. Besides, your kids will love it when their toys start speaking in slow motion.
Your boat gently down the stream.
Here's another handy tip. Cold batteries don't work as well because they're particular about cold. They're just finicky little things. Like my cat. My cat! If you have some batteries that used to work, but they don't now, and they're cold, try warming them up before you give up on them. No, not in the microwave. You've been watching too much YouTube. It's not a great idea to warm up your batteries or your cat in the microwave. Well, you can, it's just really messy. And they'll definitely stop working after that. Not that your cat ever did work, but, you know. Put your batteries out in the sun for a bit, or just stick them under your armpits. Sure, they'll stink a little, but your camera doesn't mind. What's that? Oh, you heard that if you keep batteries cold, it helps them last longer. Well, yes and no. Sticking your batteries in the fridge could give them a few more minutes of life in the long run, but there are plenty of disadvantages too. Not only do you have to wait for them to get up to operating temperature, because you can't put them in a microwave, but if you just throw them in a device, you have to watch out for condensation. Just like your favorite iced beverage, as they warm up, condensation collects on the outside and then dribbles down. Generally, high-tech devices don't like dribbles. I mean, think about it. This is where we're putting power into the device and you're putting water right at that point. Bad idea. The packaging says to keep them in a cool, dry space, because too much heat and humidity will cause them to leak fluid. The same thing is true of your cat. A nice cool drawer or cupboard is the best place to store them. Batteries, not your cat. Actually, a cat drawer might not be a bad idea. We've linked off to a cool chart of battery specifications for standard Duracell batteries that you can use to actually plan out, at least roughly plan out, how long a particular battery should last in a given device. Or you could do what I do, lower your expectations to improve your results. Hey, it works for my cat. P.S. I don't really own a cat. Nerd fact! Originally, battery didn't mean one of these. This is actually technically a power cell. A battery is a cluster or group of similar things, like a gun battery or a battery of tests. But if you wire a bunch of these little cells together, then you get a battery of power cells. But who wants to say power cell battery 10 times fast? So we just shortened it to battery. But really, it's just a cell, not a battery, technically. Sounds like the rinse cycle's finished. The screen lights up and tells you, you're handsome.